how's it going? It's Kayla here, and it's another rainy day, and I am on my way to school. I have not been around very much lately. I had a massive assignment due for school, and I spent most of last week doing that. And then I am in school this week, and just been kind of cruising along. For those that have watched my channel before, you know that I'm kind of on a journey with healing and gut health and raw food and veganism and all of these things. And if you're here for the first time, that's kind of a summary of most of what I talk about on my channel. And if you're not subscribed, little plug there, hit that little red button. More videos are going to be coming in the future. But for right now, I'm trying to figure out what works for my body. I know in one of my previous videos I said I was going to do mostly raw, and then I was going to do, a couple different cooked items. Now, something that I'm going to try instead, so this is something that I have struggled with most of my life, is that when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I still have, as if I, haven't digested. And this kind of, creates this domino effect where I just feel, bloated, and I feel heavy, and I feel just for, the day, and then it just keeps on going. So this combined with the fact that I love food and I love to eat, and I often eat when I'm not actually hungry. So there are two things that I am going to try working on. I know I'm always constantly trying new things, but I want to see what works, and I don't want to have to force myself to do, something just because I think it's the right thing. I feel like the right thing is going to feel right very early on, and it's going to be an easy transition. And that's how I've been doing a lot of work with the subconscious mind lately, and that's how you are able to affect the subconscious, is by creating new habits that, you're not forcing yourself to do. So two things that I'm going to try, and I kind of started to try it yesterday. A lot of people have been talking about intermittent fasting, and the idea of the first thing that pops into your mind is that, you're occasionally going to just not eat food. Not exactly. So intermittent fasting, if you've never heard of it before, is eating all of your, food for the day, getting all of your calories in, but eating it in a shorter period of time. So instead of, waking up and eating breakfast at 7 a.m., eating breakfast at 7 a.m., eating lunch at 12, having a snack at 4, eating dinner at, 6, and then, having more food at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, or, in my case, I just kind of continuously eat until I go to bed. But instead, it's having that within I'm not sure what everyone else's boundaries are, but having it in a shorter window of time so that there is more downtime for your body. There is more kind of rest and digest, and especially that whole eating late at night and eating before bed thing, which I am super bad for. So I'm going to try to give myself a couple hour gap before going to bed. So last night, I worked until just before 9 o'clock, so I actually had some food in my car for my drive home, so that when I got home, that was it. It was all, done. So my current cutoff is I'm not eating anything after 9 p.m. And so this is going to encourage me to plan my life around it. If I know I'm going to be out a little later, I'll make sure that I have something to eat right before that time, if I feel like I need. So that is for this week. I'm going to kind of wean myself off. Next week, I'm going to try doing 8 or 8:30. I'm going to see how I feel. 8:30 might have to be the time, but this is really hard for me. I'm like someone that'll, cook a meal at 11:30 at night and eat the whole thing, and I might not even be hungry. So this is one thing that I'm going to be trying to do. So right now I'm giving myself a 12-hour window. So it's just after 8 a.m. heading to school, I'm not going to start working on my smoothie. I brought a bunch of food with me. So I have a big, like 6 or 7 banana smoothie that I will eat, drink, whatever, starting at 9 a.m. So I'm giving myself 9 to 9 and then 9 to 9 of nothing, just to give my body that break. And then I will slowly start to shorten that window. Eventually, I think I want to get down to like an 8-hour window so that there's like, 4 hours between meals and then I guess 16 hours of no food, and see how this does with my body. The other thing I want to do, and I want to mention it quickly before I elaborate on the intermittent fasting and why that's going to work on me, why I feel like it's going to work for me, is I actually forgot what the other thing was because I got so excited about the intermittent fasting. I honestly forgot. So why I'm doing this, and I guess I'll make another video about it. But intermittent fasting, one of the reasons that I feel like this is really going to be effective for me is a couple years ago I went to a silent meditation retreat called Vipassana. So it was a 10-day silent meditation, and our meals were breakfast and lunch. We had breakfast at like 6:30 a.m., lunch at noon, and then the only thing that you had for dinner was like tea and fruit. There was no like substantial dinner meal. So your big meal happened at lunchtime, and then you basically fasted because fruit is, in and out of the stomach. You basically fasted from, I guess, like almost an 18-hour window. And when I came home from that, my body felt so good. I felt so light. A lot of my inflammation went down. So this is, I've had these times in my life where I've given myself these breaks. So this is what I'm going to try. And I want to just, say thank you for watching before I run out of space on my camera yet again. If you have any experience with intermittent fasting, please share down below and start a discussion. And again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.